once you see how differently people start life, it becomes really hard to judge as fast as before. If you ever judge someone too fast, just raise your hand. Yeah, me too. Most of the time, we don't judge people because we're cruel. We judge people because we don't know the whole story. I've been thinking about this a lot. I think since long ago, about how easy it is for us to judge people, not because we are bad, but because we only see a small part of their life. In our 20s, we see so many different lives, right? Different pace, different goals, and different stories. And sometimes, without noticing, we start comparing, we start labeling.
Oh, this person is already successful?
This one is just living a simple life.
This one is not trying hard enough.
And I've done that too. I think all of us, we have the same experience, right? And a lot of people say that,
Everyone has their own happiness. We don't need to care, just let people live.
and yeah, that makes sense. I agree with that in many situations. But hey, here's the part that made me thinking again. There's a difference between someone choosing a simple life and someone living simply because they never had the other options. Maybe from the outside, it can look exactly the same, but the story behind it can be very different. Some people choose the peace life, some people choose slow living, and that's beautiful. But some people never got access to education, never got clear information, never had someone tell them, hey mate, you actually have choices. I've seen both sides of this. And once you see how differently people start life, it becomes really hard to judge as fast as before. When we say, that's just their happiness, sometimes we forget to ask, did they really get to choose? And now, I want you to do something. Think about one person you judged recently, just one person. Now, ask yourself, what part of their story that might you be missing? And start to think about it. Because the more I listen to people, the less sure I feel about my first thoughts. I'm not confused, I'm just being more careful, and honestly, that's feel healthier for me. And that's why I think collecting many perspectives are really matters, especially in our early 20s. Because when we only see life from one point of view, everything feels simple, right? Black or white, right or wrong. But the more stories we listen to, the more we realize that life is messy and the context is matter a lot. This doesn't mean we should force people to change, and it doesn't mean that we know better than anyone else. It just means maybe we can slow down our judgment because empathy is not always about staying silent, right? Sometimes empathy is helping people to see the options. And after that, whatever they choose, we respect it. If someone has access, information, and support and still chooses a simple life, we respect it. But if someone never had those things, maybe what they need is not a judgment, but opportunity, right? And I'm not saying this is the right way to think, and I'm not saying everyone should agree with this. Again, this is just a perspective, my perspective, something that I'm still learning to, and you're still learning to, I believe. And just for a second, look at me. Not every life we see is a choice, and not every story is already finished. So be more careful about it. And I'm Ryan. We'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.